Assalamualaikum students, welcome to Air Foundation School System, and this is class 8 and our today's topic is prefixes. In last lecture we discussed about SI units, base quantities, derived quantities, base units and derived units, and today we are going to discuss about prefixes. Actually, prefixes are the words or letters added before SI units. These are the words or letters added before system international units stand for the multiples or sub-multiples of that unit. For examples of prefixes are kilo, milli, giga, centi, deci, etc. There are a number of prefixes. Here we discuss about some prefixes. For example, we say that mass of an object is 2 kilogram, and here gram is the unit of mass and kilo is the prefix added before gram, and 1 kilo means 10 raised to power 3 or 1000. It is denoted by 1k. And 1 milli is 10 raised to power minus 3 and it is denoted by 1m. Similarly, 1 centi is 10 raised to power minus 2 and it is denoted by 1c. And when we say about the length of an object, that is we say 1 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and here centi is the prefix added before the unit of length meter. Similarly, we say megagram, we say megawatt. Here mega is a prefix added before the unit of power watt. Similarly, we say microseconds. Here micro means 10 raised to power minus 6. And here micro is the prefix added before the unit of time, second. Similarly, we say nanometer, and here nano is the prefix added before the unit of length, and nano means 10 raised to power minus 9. Similarly, the usage of prefixes is, here we show you some examples of prefix where we use prefix with the base units, with the units of some quantities. Here we have a quantity 200,000 meter per second. The velocity of an object is 200,000 meter per second. We have difficult to deal with 200,000 meter. So we convert this quantity with the help of prefix and we simplify it. And first, before using prefix, we have to this quantity in some powers of 10. And here we have the decimal point at the end of 200,000 meter. We have to shift this decimal points towards left hand side and we move decimal points 3 digit towards left side and we place the decimal point after 30 here, and it will become here, and 200 into multiply 10 raised to power 3, 1, 2 and 3. Here we have 10 power 3. Now we have 10 power 3 is the prefix kilo. So instead of 10 power 3 we write k, that is the prefix kilo, and our numerical value will become 200 kilometer per seconds because kilo is equals to 10 raised to power 3. Similarly, we show you another example, that is 4800,000 watt. Now we convert this quantity in scientific notation and write it with the help of a prefix. Here we have a decimal point at the end of this quantity. There is nothing, no decimal point here between 4 to last 0. So we have decimal point at the end of the quantity, at the end of the value. Now we move the decimal point from right to left after the non-zero digit, that is 8. So we have between decimal point to last digit we have 6 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we move decimal point from right to left, we multiply 10 power 6, some positive power of 10. We multiply some positive power of 10. Now when we move decimal point from right to left, we multiply the quantity with some positive power of 10. So we move the decimal point 6 digit from right to left. So we multiply it with 10 power plus 6. So we have a prefix that is 10 power plus 6 is equals to mega. So instead of 10 power 6 we write mega, and our value will become 4.8 megawatt. So it is easy to deal with 4.8 megawatt instead of 4800,000 watt. So these are our prefixes, and this is the way we write the numbers, we write the values with the help of prefix. If you have any problem regarding prefix, you can ask me in comment section. And our next topic is scientific notation. Actually, the scientific notation is the way of writing the numbers with the some power of tens between 1 to 0. Scientific way is the method of writing large numbers, very large numbers or very small numbers with the some power of 10, with multiplying some power of 10. So we define scientific notation is the scientific method to write very small or very large number to express in some power of 10. For example, we have the distance of moon from the earth is 384,000 meters. So we write this number in scientific notation. Here we have no decimal point from 3 to last 0. So it means that decimal point is at the end of the last 0. So we move the decimal point from right to left after the last non-zero digit. So we place the decimal points after 3. Now we count the digits from this decimal point 3 to last number. So we have digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we have 8 digits. That's why we multiply 3.84 multiply by 10 power 8. We have 8 digits from last digits to the decimal point. When we move the decimal point from right to left, we multiply some positive power of 10, and when we move the decimal point from left to right hand side, we multiply some negative power of 10. In example number 2, we show we have a small value 0.00037. This is a very small value, so we write it in scientific notation. When here it is the decimal point, so we move it from left to right after the last non-zero digit. So it is 3. We place the decimal point after 3, so it will become 3.7. Here we move the decimal point from left to right, so we multiply with negative power of 10. I told you, when we move the decimal point from right to left in example 1, so we multiply with positive power of 10, and whenever we shift the decimal point from left to right, we multiply some negative power of 10. So this is the way of writing the very large numbers or very small numbers in scientific notation. Now we move our next topic, that are measuring instruments. As you know, our chapter name is physical quantities and measurements. So we are going to discuss measuring instruments. Measuring instruments are used in labs, in our daily life, measure various quantities. So they are very important for us to measure different quantities. So we require measuring instruments. And today we are going to discuss length measuring instruments, and we only discuss about 2 length measuring instruments in our today's lecture. Measuring length, when we talk about length measuring instruments in grade 9, we have 4th grade length measuring instruments in your book. That are meter rule, measuring tape, vernier calipers and screw gauge. And today we are going to discuss only about meter rule and measuring tape. Meter rule is a simple rule which we use in our labs, in our classwork, in our daily homework. We use meter rule. Meter rule is a simple plastic material rule, and it is 1 meter long. So we know 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters. It has grading 100 centimeters on it, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So minimum measurement which we measure with the help of a meter rule is 1 millimeter. So we can say that the least count of meter rule is 1 millimeter. Meter rule is used in our laboratories. It is 1 meter long. It has 100 centimeters grading on it, and 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter grading on it, and its least count is 1 millimeter. So this is all about meter rule. Now and what are the precautions we must take care about those precautions while measuring length. While measuring length with the help of meter rule, we should keep our eye vertical above meter rule so we can take accurate reading from meter rule. And our next topic is measuring tape. A measuring tape is used to measure length in meters and centimeters. It is used by carpenters, blacksmiths, and it is consists of long thin strip of cotton, metal or plastic. Generally, it is available in 10 meter length, 20 meter length or 100 meter long our measuring tape. The least count of measuring tape is 0.1 centimeter or 1 millimeter. So minimum measurement from which we can take with the help of meter rule is 1 millimeter. So this is our today's lecture. If you have any problem regarding this lecture, you can ask me in comment section. I will also provide you the notes of this lecture in web portal. You must learn all the questions given in your notes, and if you have any problem regarding the lecture, you can ask me in comment section. Thank you so much.